Oh, all right. Good morning. Good morning. It is 6:32. It is May 25th. Hope everyone is feeling okay. It is Thursday. My name is Scott Redler. I'm the Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com. Sorry I'm a little late this morning. Little things in life, my friends. Last night, my boys made it to the semifinals of the New Jersey State, top four in the state-ish, and lost in overtime. A little emotional ride for the kids. I feel bad, but they left it all out there. But you learn and you grow, right? Youth sports is a dress rehearsal for life. So, feeling it a little today, but listen, what we got to do is move on. All part of the process. Steps on the chain of events. Same thing with the market, guys. Here we are. Futures are up 30. Nasdaq futures are up a lot. NVDA's up 27%. Hopefully, everyone approached it in a way that's comfortable for them and made some money. I'll get into that. As far as one more thing on the lacrosse, family, friends around, friends forever, right? Just like you guys are my dogs from around the world. Here we are. I get to see you guys every morning. Belmore, we got Caracas, we have Spain, we have right around the corner, a little bit of Chatham, we get to play the game of the market, right? Every stage in life, different games, different battles, different experiences, and we all do what we can. What up, Texas? We got Connecticut in the house, and this is where we are. So yesterday they shook the tree a little bit, right? Yesterday the spies came in, call it a little bit of the debt ceiling, call it Europe weakening. I think there was a headline that Europe is in recession. Some think we should be in a recession. Some said we were going to be in a recession in January, and here we are, May 25th. And, airline tickets is still, and Pluto gas is still $3.55. Eggs is still $6. And the NASDAQ is up 20% plus from the lows. But we've had nice setups along the way to take advantage of, as long as you're prepared without opinions. We got to have our process. We have to approach things. We have to grow. We have to evolve, become the best version of ourselves in life and in the markets. Otherwise, what up, England? You're selling yourself short. That's one thing you never want to do, is sell yourself short. So here's the spies. Okay, so what's going on here? Well, at this point, if you do remember, we had a nice move last week. The spies ignited above this 412.49, okay, and wound up hitting a high of 420.70. And then, this was Tuesday. On Tuesday, we broke 417.35. We didn't hold. We didn't digest. Instead, they shook the tree and came all the way back, right back into the base. Yesterday at this time, I was trying to buy a little bit of the spiders around 412.5. Didn't quite work. But we adjusted. I kind of anticipated and was wrong, but we were able to make it up elsewhere by selling, 410 puts throughout the course of the afternoon, playing things once they showed their face, like Tesla, that showed some relative strength and other things. And all in all, you had a lot of ways to do it. So at this point, this is, these are my dogs, okay? This is the alpha team. This is who I hang out with every day. This is my team. You guys are my team. They're dog pounders, my pound, but these guys are the ones that I go through it with day in, day out. So some guys like, Red Dog, are you upset that you put on a call spread, 322 by 332, paid $1.50 to make $8.50? Can't be upset. Yes, if I didn't put on a call spread, would I be up, 60 points instead of 8.5? Who would have thought? Anyway, small wins add to bigger ones, and that was nice. Also, having AI overnight, I just trimmed a little bit and buying $30 calls, besides little things. You don't need to know if we're going to be in a recession. You don't need to know where rates are going to be. What you do need to know is what's happening, how it could happen, how you could approach it, how you can define your risk, and how you can net money so you could get paid for the month of May and, just move up and honest, it happens. Listen, Tesla also was nice, to have, and then all of a sudden yesterday, knowing what to do when NVIDIA cleared 318, we were pounding into Tesla, figuring AI, NVIDIA growth, boom, you could have bought all the Tesla you wanted, up 50 cents after hours, besides everything else. So it's connecting the dots fast. We talk about thinking clearly so you can execute with confidence when things need to be processed fast. Well, hopefully that started for all the boys on the lacrosse field because they're freaking processing things at 90 miles an hour. This QBTS not so bad either. Anyway, you don't have to have everything to make a living. You just need to figure out, what's defined, what makes sense, and how you can do it. The Qs also kind of pulled back to no man's land right here with a low of 329.56. Came off the lows 332.90. Qs. What are the Qs opening up at today? Oh my goodness, look at that. The Qs are up 6. So there you go, 338, right back to the prior highs. So if you bought into the hold yesterday, saying, hey, I want to be long the Qs because you think NVIDIA is going to be good, I would trim some into there. And we'll see what happens today. We'll see, does today's strength hold and build, or do they fade it? Because the Dow futures are up. It's really a hyper growth focus. People like Redler Club, were you in AI? AI has been awesome. AI we went back to is an active sequence. We talked about active sequences in the market. So this way, if we're in a range for the year, you could find pockets of days that you could connect with your tier system and your day count so you can make money. And we started with AI right here. I didn't catch the bottom on AI. I wanted nothing to do with the stock down here. We played it up to there. I was in the Dominican Republic on vacation when the friggin' Hindenburg report came out, and I got stopped out of a decent amount of it. So here was reborn, held in there, held the 8-day, and it's been, a nice hold since. Will it get back to 34.68? I don't know. All I know is it's opening above 29.23. I will reduce. I always sell when a gap is in my favor, and then I'll probably even reduce some of the options. I actually wasn't even expecting such a nice move. This is awesome. Up 10.48. A lot of guys probably took options with me. I don't even know. Let me say hello to the Alpha team. These are my dogs. Let's see if anyone's watching the 630 Club. I could talk right to them. Anyone watching the Pound 630 Club? Let's see. We got Kevin out there. We got Petros out there. We got Fish. We got Malamber. We got Mike. Anybody? Palantir was awesome. I actually sold that a little too early. I had Palantir 15-cent options when the stock was reborn. Anybody from the Alpha team? Anybody have some AI stock, AI calls? Anyone go with that? Anyone do the NVIDIA call spread with me? Oh, Big Lou did it. Anybody watch that commercial? I always laugh with Big Lou. It's on 10 wins. They talk about Big Lou is on drugs too. Anyway, you have the stock. Kadisha has it. All right, so good. Listen, I'm not bragging here. I'm just saying, we're moving around, looking for setups, trying to stay positive. For like 3 to 6 months, it was a choppy mess. And then finally, we've had some really good sequences that you can make money and sink your teeth into stuff. Petros. Petros just had a kid 2 years ago. Has it been 2 years? I can't believe it. I remember him talking about the sleepless nights. And you're in AI calls too. That's good. So anyway, life's about relationships. And although everyone friggin' bashes Twitter, Twitter found all of you in my community, which keeps things moving, right? Community, relationships, brothers, brothers in arms, men, women, everyone. Transgenders is everyone out there too. Anyway, feeling a little, whatever. What's the word? When you're feeling, you're looking back a little bit. All right, I'm on the Alpha team, joined a week ago after the trial, make some insane money overnight. That's good to see. Doesn't always happen. Listen, hey, today's a good day. This is making my day easier because I was a little, in emotional bad mood last night myself. So coming in and having an easy morning where you could just trim and trail and like it's like a tree, it's fine. But anyway, nice. Even this UPST, really nice. A lot of people like Red Dog. It's so shorted. It's had a big move. It's already all done. I'm like, you know what? This is a great active sequence, right? What's an active sequence? Gapped up on earnings, came in. This was the day I got involved. An igniting bar by bar analysis. Take a damn course. I always give you guys your candlestick cheat sheet. This was a bullish engulfing bar that had an inside day, and then from here, from 2064 to almost 30. That's a nice move. That is a week worth of navigating, buying dips, adding, selling, using everything you've learned to make a living for you and your family. Anyway, right now I think UPST is up a bit. Nostalgic, that's the word, nostalgic. I'm feeling a little nostalgic. Hey, there's There's right there. I think about from the push-up team. There's Jared, one of the Stallions. Shout out to the Stallions. It was awesome actually. We had 10 new guys that have never played lacrosse before. There were a lot of them from the football team. None of them had any stick skills or anything, so they were calling them the newbies. I'm like, you guys are big, strong guys. We call you the Stallions. You're big and strong. It doesn't mean these guys, and all you got to do is run and get some technique. And then all of a sudden, these guys have been doing it since age 5. You're going to catch up with. But anyway, that was fun too. It's all fun. Anyway, let's see what else here. Tesla. Okay, Tesla actually, trading well yesterday. If you remember 2 days ago, I talked to you guys about Tesla. I was like, hey, we had a really nice active sequence from 169.76, and from there, it came into resistance. Remember this downtrend line where we can get a pause? What happens there? You reduce a little bit. So I got really small. So then yesterday, I was able to buy the dip, right? And now Tesla right now, it's not back at the highs, but it's up 1.6%, trading at 186. I've already reduced a little bit. I also created a call spread again and navigating it. I'm like, hey, on a daily chart, it's pausing, but then on the weekly chart, if growth continues to hang in there, once it pauses, maybe it could continue. Considering that, here is the high of 414.50. Here's your RDR sell. Here's another red dog reversal sell. It was reborn here, and let's see if it can rebuild to go again. So anyway, I'm trying to stay with it. I talked about a go-to list. Stocks on the A list, the B list, and the C list. Well, Tesla's been on, the A list in January, and then February, March was on the B list, and now it's back on the C list. Now it's kind of hanging in there again, so it's nice. Yeah, when Tesla's in play, everybody has a little bit of fun with it. Anyway, I love Bharat, by the way. You guys ever watch Bharat? Bharat. I went to Uzbekistan, so I know he's from Kazakhstan, but I went to Uzbekistan because my boys in the Ukraine that I went 4 times to teach them how to trade, they have a sister office in Uzbekistan. People are like, you're nuts. Meanwhile, I went to Uzbekistan, 100 guys there, awesome. You could eat off those streets. That's how strict they are there. But anyway, heck yeah. So shout out to my Uzbek friends. And a lot of the Ukrainians actually went there with their families. They took them in because of those bastard Russians who invaded. But we won't talk about it. Not all Russians are bastards. And the whole thing fucking sucks. 400,000 deaths, 800,000 parents have lost their kids, all because, of Washington. Listen, that's why we got to control what we can control, right? Control what's around you, your neighborhood, your community, your family, Add a little bit of value here and there, and maybe it goes a long way. We can't help what happens everywhere in this world. Just, you can only do, make the little grassroots effects of it. I don't know. I'm kind of gobbling here. Google came in, held the 8 day. I didn't buy that back. I am in Amazon. I think Amazon still has some room. Amazon built a nice little bull flag. Amazon showed a little bit of relative strength yesterday, so I am in Amazon. We'll see what goes on from here. I don't even know what that's doing today. What's Amazon doing this morning? It's down 69 cents. It's not where the action is. The action right now is in AI overnight. The action is, in some of those higher growth names, which is fine. It's fine. So we'll see if we can buy a dip here in Amazon. And then perhaps with a little bit of time, it clears this spot. Amazon on the weekly chart is nowhere also. Amazon, if you look at it, looks like if it could hold here, maybe it can continue to the upside. We were getting involved in here with, actually when it was like 105, I'm like, I think it gets to 120. Well, I think now if it holds, 113-ish, you could still see that. Same way, remember when that bull flag in Google was going on? Right here. Remember on the weekends, I talked about taking 10 minutes, learning your chart patterns, learning your candlesticks. Well, bull flag continuation process right into here. And now we'll see if we build another bull flag, right? Maybe we build another one in here to go sideways, to continue. We'll see. Either which way, 6:46, I have so much to do. I don't think I'm going to be in tomorrow. The kids have off from school. What's it called? It's been a long 4 or 5 months. Hopefully today, get the trim and trail, have some options on. I might go to the shore. with a bunch of families. We were supposed to be in the national tournament. Chase was supposed to be on this team called Three Step National. We're in the top 4 of the country, and he tweaked his knee at the end of the day, so there's a chance he might not even be able to play this weekend. So now we're going to have to deal with the emotional everything of an injury. Hopefully he wakes up feeling better today than worse, and it happens. So little things to get through. The oscillator, I think was like -6. Apple's down a little bit, held in there. Apple is trying to hold here. Apple, again, has been one of the chosen ones, like in NVIDIA, okay? And if it can go sideways here, that would be constructive for the market. Overall, Apple shook the tree a little bit this week by breaking right here, and then it did hold where it had to. This is the gap. It held 170.42. It reclaimed 171.28. It's down 50 cents, so you'll see, could Apple will Apple go from red to green today? It's in the game, okay, so not so bad. As long as it holds here, can't get too bearish. We've talked about that. What else did somebody just ask about? NVIDIA intraday thoughts. So here's NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, to me, remember I said 318. 318 is a spot it has to get above after hours, and boy did it get above it. So we'll see. Where's the all-time high? That's right there. Wow. So NVIDIA is above the all-time high. So what's the high here? 346. So typically today it's going to be a fast trade for NVIDIA. I'm probably not going to trade it. I have options that I was risking $1.50 to make 8.5. That's a home run. Would have been a bigger home run, but whatever. Whatevs. You ever say whatevs before? Anyway, look at all these lines. This is how I've been approaching NVIDIA so much. Look at all these little spots. All these little spots is every single day me doing my homework on NVIDIA, trying to play it, trying to make money from it, trying to use it as clues. This has been the active sequence to the upside. Look at that, above the 8-day the entire time. If you are short NVIDIA, I don't wish bad on you, but you better check your process out, boys and girls, because this has been the strongest stock out there. Maybe stop listening to the analyst or whoever it is you're listening to, because technically it's acted awesome. You know what? It was broken for a while. It was in the penalty box. Okay, and that was from here down to here. But right here, look how that got reborn again. NVIDIA got reborn right here. 179. You didn't have to catch the bottom, but right there. Broke this downtrend, got above the 8-day, and look at that. Followed it the whole way up. So now this is your all-time high. It's above it. If you're long the stock and you're in it, for the last decade, that's cool. Hold it. You're trading it. Went long after hours when it cleared 318 or 346. Trim some, and if you're not in it at all, I'd wait today to see how much of today's gap up it holds. Where's the gap pivot, and how do we approach it moving forward? And if you're thinking about shorting it, short it versus a level, because people have been shorting this stock for years, and not only have they lost their shirts, they've lost a lot of opportunity costs of making a good amount of money. So with that said, it's 650. Listen, it's been a year, guys. A lot of people out there just ranting and raving and talking. Okay, we're not talkers here, we're traders. Talking and having an opinions are not going to make you money. They're not going to put you in the right spot. What's going to put you in the right spot? Knowing your time frame, having multiple time frames, having multiple ways to approach the market on daily, weekly, yearly basis, and then actively for a living. How do you do that with a process and a plan and discipline and hard work? All the things I'm trying to instill on my boys that are in 8th grade and have a lot of life in front of them. And so do you. A lot of life in front of you. You could always become a better person of yourself, your friends, and your family, your community. Keep working and stop pointing fingers on things you can't control and control what you can. Later, guys.